So, um, welcome. I am here. So I have officially decided. I know I did an introduction last week, letting you guys know where I've been, what's to come, what to expect. So if you haven't seen that, be sure to go check that out. But now today, it's Friday. So what I am going to do every Friday is send you guys out a Freaky Friday tip of the week. And for those who are seeing me for the first time, I apologize for being a little bit rude. Didn't introduce myself. My name is Sherelle Thomas. I am a certified sex, love, and intimacy coach. I work with powerful, success-driven individuals and couples, and I help them create a more fulfilling and satisfying love life. And I teach them how to do this by helping them build a deeper connection with their partner, as well as by teaching mind-blowing sexual techniques that will leave both them and their partner satisfied yet yearning for more. So today, I'm gonna come with the Freaky Friday tip of the week, and then I'm gonna expand on a different teaching. I was trying to write notes so that I could follow it, and my spirit was just not having it. My intuition, my energies was just like, nah, like this ain't it. Like, just go freestyle. So that's what I'm here to do. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, please go ahead, go follow me at Sherelle E. Thomas. I'll also drop the link in the description as well. But I did go live on Instagram earlier today, and it was a good one. It was a really good one. A lot of great questions that people brought. So that's that part. Now let's get to the Freaky Friday tip of the week. Somebody had asked me earlier about how do they let loose to have the most amazing sex of their life without depending on some type of substance like alcohol or drugs or what they said, shrooms, Percocet, alcohol, and maybe weed. I don't know, one of those. However, the process that I gave her is something that I want to give today. So this will be more like a twofold Freaky Friday tip of the week, because this tip of the week, I know y'all want like physical things that you can actually do. Hi, Miguel. Hi, Mohan. I know you guys typically want like freaky, physical things, tangible things that you could do right away. So I'm gonna give you that too. But before I get into that, I'm gonna walk you guys through this process. Hi, Davis, that you can use over and over and over again. Um to actually create what it is that you want. And then in the latter part of this video, I think I'm going to give you guys a manifestation technique that you can actually use. But first thing first, okay. My first Freaky Friday tip of the week, which I know is an absolute game changer, and it can help you be able to know, it can help you be able to really tap into your most sensual and sexual side without having to use drugs or some type of substance that will put you in that mood. So so you guys can do this with me. I did it on the Instagram live as well earlier today, so you can also go back to it. But I'm gonna try not to tap into it as much as I did earlier because it really worked. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is to close your eyes and really like lean into the moment, be present, feel into your body. And then I invite you guys to think about the most amazing sex that you have ever had or that you desire to have. And as you think about this moment, I invite you guys to pay attention to the senses. Like, where are you at? Who are you with? What are you doing? Like, what started beforehand? And the situation that comes to mind for me is tops off, bottoms on, spur of the moment type deal where I just desired a heart to heart connection. I just desired skin to skin contact and holding my partner holding me, us being together, being present in the moment, feeling each other's breath, and then allowing one thing to fall into the next. Like allowing things to unfold organically and seeing where things are. Like that's mine. But as you do this and as you go through this process, like really feel into your body. Where's your partner touching you? Where are you touching your partner? Like, how are you guys kissing? Like, what does it feel like to have their body near yours? Like, really, really, really go into it and feel into it. And then the next thing that I would invite you guys to do is to practice that feeling like throughout the day. Use that as a form of like foreplay, like where you are building your way up and expecting it to happen. And then when you do go and be intimate with your partner, not only have you already started with those energies and you started calling those energies forth, but you like feel into it again when you're physically like with your partner. So that's that. That's the first thing. Now for you guys that want tangible things. Freaky Friday tip of the week. Let's just start with the tip, right? I'm gonna drop out with a couple of different things because I haven't been on here for a while. And that way you guys can save this video. I always come back to it, but you guys can't expect to see me every Friday with the Freaky Friday tip of the week. So speaking of tip, let's start there. Fellas, I invite you that when you enter into your partner, just to enter the tip in. And if you are familiar, you know how to do Kegels, I would highly recommend that you do that to cause the D to move and to constrict like on its own. And if you don't know how to do it, practice doing it when you are outside of the bedroom. Like don't wait until you actually go and try this. But if you just stick the tip in, like if you just stick in the tip into the tip into the vagina, and then you start pulsating and making it move, both of those sensations, especially together, but you can also do the just having the tip in if you're not familiar with knowing how to make your D move by contracting your pelvic floor muscles. Look up how to do a male Kegel. I don't want to get into all of that right now, but if you just do that, those two things, what it actually does is it heightens the sensation because it's subtle movement, subtle sensation. It's going to make her body crave and yearn for you. Now, so try that tip of the week. Now, for the ladies, if you are listening, tip of the week, my tip is when you are actually performing oral sex on your partner, focus on the tip. Like focus on the head of the penis. That's where they have the most sensations. And really do your thing. Work the tip. And that's my Freaky Friday tips of the week. Now I want to go into like manifesting. This was on do I even want to go into manifesting? Nope. I'm just gonna go on a rant. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna go into manifesting. Maybe if it come up later, but I just want to go on a rant. And I want to talk about how so many people complain about their love life and their dating life. And what they fail to realize is like that they are the common denominator. If you are out dating, or even if you're in a relationship with someone and you find yourself like getting frustrated with them or frustrated with the circumstances, and you find yourself attracting in the same thing over and over and over again, or even if you're single and you can't attract anything in, and it feels like it's the same energy over and over and over again, like I invite you to identify like what's the common denominator in all of that, in the scenarios, like in the situations, the frustrations that you're experiencing. What's the common denominator? I guarantee you it's going to be you. Like you are the common denominator, which means like you are bringing that energy, which means that if you are doing that, don't get stuck and caught up in the feelings of like, woe is me or negative things or whatever. Understand that if you created it, that you also have the power to create something different. But I wholeheartedly know, trust, and believe that If people were more honest with themselves, if they were really real with themselves about what it is that they want, about who they are, about like all of these different things, there will be so many more positive, happy, long lasting relationships and marriages. So I invite you to see what role you play in these situations, scenarios, and frustration that you have within your relationship. And then I even invite you to take it a step further and start to deliberately create what it is that you do want. So if you recognize that you're the common denominator in all of the things in terms of like who you were going out on a date with, like the person changed but you remain the same, like the physical body that you were actually going on a date with, like they changed but you remained the same. And ask yourself, like, okay, this is what I've been experiencing. I've been experiencing men who don't show up, who's emotionally unavailable, whatever your situation is, like where you're not satisfied within your love life. And then you ask yourself, okay, what do you want to feel instead? Like, I want to feel happiness. I want to feel joy. I want to feel deep connection. Like, really outline like what that is. And then when you outline it, make sure you pay attention to your body. And if there's something that's coming up for you that's telling you you can't have it. And I guarantee you that once you make that shift and you really go deeper in terms of being self accountable, being self aware, and giving yourself self love, like whatever it is that you're asking for, you got to ask yourself, are you giving this to yourself? You want somebody to be faithful and loyal to you? Are you being faithful and loyal to yourself? You want somebody to splurge on you? Are you splurging on yourself? You want somebody to take care of you? Are you taking care of yourself? Like in all aspects, whatever you put on that list, you go back and you check, like, am I giving this to myself? What I say I want? Am I giving it to myself? Am I loving myself enough to actually do it? Like if I want somebody to be vulnerable with me, am I being vulnerable with myself? Am I creating a space for them to be vulnerable? Like, really be real with yourself and ask yourself, what role am I playing in this? Like, how am I influencing this behavior? How am I a vibrational match to my experiences? And really go deeper. And if you guys want assistance with going deeper, you can use the link. I'm gonna drop a link in the description as well. Book a call with me, like a clarity call. Um, and it is specifically, the only thing that I am working on now is my group coaching program. Like that's how people can work with me now, is through the group coaching program, which is called The Art of Embodying Your Inner Goddess. And if you're really ready for change and to take control of your love life, make sure you click that link and schedule a call with me, to see if you are a good fit for that program or not. See if I can help you or not. See if do desire it or not. Um, no pressure, no like anything like that, but I am just in a place, in a space where I genuinely desire, especially for the women. Like we have so much power within, but we don't even tap into it. We end up in the same situation, same scenario, and then play victim and then cry about how we're being treated. But do you believe that you're worthy enough to have what it is that you want? Like, are you putting forth the effort to make changes to have a better love life? Anywho, okay, that's it. This is longer than I anticipated, but I'll be back next week for Freaky Friday tip of the week. Let me see these. I think everybody is just hello, hello. No, I'm not Spanish. Um, hi, 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 hello, hello. Okay, just a lot of highs, no questions or any outside of in my Spanish. No, I'm not. Um, okay, beautiful people. I am signing off. I'll drop those links in the description and then I'll be in touch. This